It's very easy to say Rasha V'Ralich. It's the most awful, horrible person that there is. But we mentioned many times, we're all tzaddikim, we're all beinim, we're all Rashayim, depending on which part of our life we're talking about. And we're all Rasha V'Rales. We're all Rasha Gamers. Which area in your life, which area in my life, have we messed up so many times, and we don't consider it that important to the point that we don't even regret it anymore? Is that something, is that a ridiculous question to ask? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what they say? It says, Avar Vashana, you do it twice, Nasla Keheter. If you do it a third time, it's Nasla Kemitzvah.
I didn't see that inside the song.
There are certain areas in our life where we're all passionate about. We're tzaddikim. You know, comes Purim, you see everyone's tzaddikim. Last week Thursday night, really, it's such a beautiful Yom Tov Purim. Everyone's running to do mitzvahs and excited about it. And Shalach Mandas, Matanas Lev Yenim, and Megillah Esther, and so this Purim. It's beautiful to see. We're looking in the streets and seeing Va'amich. There you see the Va'amich Kum Tzaddikim. How Yidden are all tzaddikim. So Kapanim, everything in Tanya is relevant to us and the level where we are. And some areas some areas we're tzaddikim, where we're passionate and excited about. Some areas we're beinim. We struggle, but we do the right thing, and we know that we'll always do the right thing. It isn't even though we struggle, even though that perhaps we're not interested. So for many of us, davening every morning, we're a beinim, davening and putting on tefillin. We wake up in the morning, I don't want to dive, I don't want to put it, but we know we will. It's again, I'm talking for many of us over here. In some areas we're Rasha V'Toivle, and in some areas we're Rasha V'Rali. In some areas, unfortunately, we don't have any charat anymore. In that area, we've lost our connection with our neshama to the point that it's. So therefore, everything we're talking about really is something. Again, there's the person who's the paradigm of the Rasha Gomer. That obviously. The fact that you're here in this room proves by definition that you're not that, because there's a chassid in Karnait, if I brings a lot of older chassid, and he says, we come to Shul Slichas, and we say, V'ruach kadshcha al tikach mimenu, don't take away your ruach. What do you mean? Maybe he took it away from us already. How do you know you have it? You're saying it so he said, if you're in Shul, you still have it. The fact that you're in Shul saying Slichas, that means that you still have it. So there's no one here who's a Rasha Gomer. I can say that with relative assurance. But from that perspective, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't take to our hearts and realize that maybe look at those areas, because at the end of the day, if I have a charata on something, if I regret something, that means that my nefesh elokis is still active in that area. If my nefesh is still active in that area, that means that ultimately one day I can get my nefesh elokis to be the stronger one in that area, and become a beinoni in that area, and become a tzaddik in that area. But if it's empty, if there is no charata, then that's the biggest problem that there could be. The biggest problem is when there is no charata, and that's something to examine ourselves and those areas in our life, and maybe start working on those areas in our life to make sure that at least a Rasha Gomer that we should never be in any area of our life.